Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan, and welcome back to our Skyrim blind playthrough of Skyrim. That's the name of the game. We're here in the Dragonborn DLC. In the last episode, we arrived here. I immediately ran off the beaten path to go fuck up some ash spawns. And now there's like a whole story. It's like a volcano. There's undead people. Oh no. Oh god. We're doing it again. Now they're throwing flames at me, which is a new one. I didn't know they threw flames. I just wanted to get back to the city and go to the temple. I wanted to go to church. Take me to church. Oh no. Oh, I also got the sneezes apparently. Oh, buddy. Okay. I have some helpers though. Let's do it. Let's do it. Give me my shield out first off. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up if you set me on fire. I swear to God. Oops, I hit the wrong person. Okay, done. I don't think I really want any of these ores. Anyways, in this episode, my goal is to go back into town, explore more of town, get to this temple, which looks fucking awesome, get a general lay of the land, and then maybe eventually I'll set out on this goal that they have for me to go and do. It seems like honestly a pretty decent way to level up in this game is to just farm the ash spawners. Ash spawns. They're like the creepers of this game. You just farm them. They drop you some useful materials and then you're chilling. You know? Anyways, that was a hectic start, but
if you need a ride back to the mainland, Gallon's the only way off this.
I've heard that. So my goal now is to just explore a little bit more of the city, but I'm gonna head towards the temple first. I think that should probably be Ancestral Tomb. Interesting. It's got a nice riverfront location for the old Ancestral Tomb. Morvain Manor. Let's hop right in there. Sure. Along the way, right?
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Me? Nothing.
As the wife to the second counselor of Raven Rock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can.
I like your garb. It's very fancy.
Counselor, I'm afraid
that kind of looks like mustard on a hot dog.
Since I walked the ashlands of Vardenfell. I miss it terribly.
How many did we lose this time?
Fortunately, none.
Laeral.
Captain Veleth was able to drive them off almost single-handedly.
Almost.
I don't know what we'd do without him.
This guy.
Send him my thanks.
Almost single-handedly. You're forgetting someone.
How much longer do you intend to serve as his shield, Adral?
The Redoran Council tasked me with keeping Laeral alive, which I've done without question for over 100 years.
100 years?
He's the closest thing I've had to our brother, and we all owe
He
him
can hear
our
you.
lives.
He's right there.
Am I to suddenly turn my back?
I'm sorry, my love. It's this island. It's never felt the same since we left Vardenfell.
Vardenfell.
Part of me is missing.
Every Dunmer left a piece of themselves behind when they departed our homeland. All we can do is make the most of what we have.
May I have a word with you, Counselor?
Of course, Sindiri.
I love
What
getting to sit in
troubles
on these conversations.
I was concerned about
Tells
our
you a
food
lot.
stores. Jalan can only carry so much on each journey, and I'm afraid we might run
Yeah.
out.
I'll speak with Garen and see if we can't increase the crop production this season. Sorry, Sindiri. I fear we'll be feasting on ash yams a bit more often this year.
All right, so all of that's awfully depressing. Hey.
To the second counselor,
Yep, let's talk to
you
Sindiri
look
first.
able to venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious that was lost.
You lost something? I have a couple questions. I have a couple questions first. Who's your husband?
Adral Arano, second counselor of Raven Rock.
Sure.
How I hate that title. Damn fool's going to get himself killed over it someday.
Is this like the hand of the king? There's the king and then there's the hand of the king? You know, I realize I'm only like halfway into the Game of Thrones series, but I have determined that it is like one of One of the most cursed positions to hold is the Hand of the King. Oh my god. You guys can't hear this right now. But my dog is howling. He's a 1-year-old beagle mix. And he's never howled before. And you guys doing it right now? Alright, I have to go. I'll be right back. I have to go check on him. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. That was unlike anything I've ever heard before. He has never really howled, even though he's got some beagle in him. He's like tried once or twice. I feel like a parent who just in the least actual way possible. I feel like a parent who just watched his child take their first steps. Like he just howled like a true beagle. And nothing was wrong. I think he was just a little bit bored. But so that's a new one. Anyways, we were in the middle of a conversation with Sindiri.
You aren't here with bad news regarding my husband, are you? I couldn't bear it.
I'm gonna keep talking to her. You worry a lot about your husband's behalf.
He's in grave danger.
Why does she keep thinking that?
He continues to place himself in harm's way. When I fall asleep at night, all I can do is hope he'll still be there when I awaken. This island was never meant for us. There's too much death here.
It is a dangerous seeming island, but perhaps you should return to Morrowind. So this technically isn't Morrowind? It's just like off the coast?
I assure you, if I could convince Adril to do that, I'd be on the next ship back to Blacklight.
Does that mean go back to the mainland?
Adril and Councillor Morvain are very close friends, and they will never abandon one another, despite my feelings.
No, Councillor. He's spoken to everyone in town twice. If House Lalu has a spy in
Sorry, I'm listening.
he's hidden beyond our means to
House Lalu?
I understand, Adril. I know you're both doing your best.
My primary concern is your safety, Councillor.
My primary concern.
Word that no harm will befall you while I stand by your side.
Uh-oh. I hope he's not like it. I hope they're not. Oh, man. They have this, like, we've been told to really believe that they're super loyal to each other, these two. Like brothers. And I hope that there's no actual ill will between them. You haven't told your husband how you feel?
I'm the wife of a second counselor, and certain things are expected of me. The most important thing is that I stand by Adril no matter how I feel, and I intend to do that until we get off this miserable rock.
Okay. Where are you from originally?
Adril and I lived in Blacklight, the capital city of Morrowind. House Redoran has improved Blacklight substantially over the last 1,000 years. Its
1,000 years.
rivals that of Mournhold itself. The root spire where the Council of Great Houses meet is something to behold.
I think that's all.
My thoughts exactly, my friend.
That's all Morrowind game is my guess. It sounds like quite a sight.
I haven't seen the city in over 50 years. Even for a Dunmer, that seems like an eternity.
How long do Dunmer live? Don't answer that. I'm curious right now.
I hope to return there someday, which doesn't seem likely given my husband's commitment to Councillor Morvain.
Yeah. So, do you know somebody called Marak?
Why does that sound so familiar? There's no one here by that name, and yet I swear I've heard it.
I have an idea, actually. I think I was probably supposed to go out to the temple, which is like kind of out in the wastes. And then when I was there... No? Because we were definitely near the farm when the attack happened with the ash spawn. So how was I supposed to get from there to the farm? I don't know. Anyways, where'd you hear the name?
I don't know. It almost feels like a dream. Something about a temple on the island.
Anyways, you mentioned that you lost something.
A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived.
Was it aboard a ship?
Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that. The damn thing
so Amazon
right off
did
the
not...
coast of Solstheim.
Oh, shit.
Can you imagine?
Amazon didn't deliver your package. Okay. How do you know?
One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Redoran Guard about the wreck, and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers.
Not reavers. Oh God.
Thank you.
Oh
You
no.
have no idea how much it hurts losing
Charis
such a
reavers?
precious heirloom.
Oh
My
no.
husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
Fuck. Me. That should just be a miscellaneous. Yeah, it is. Okay. Cool. March of the Dead. This is the one we just started with. Okay.
How much longer do you intend to serve as his
I think I
shield,
actually already
Doubtful?
sat through this conversation.
The Redoran Council tasked me with keeping Laeral alive, which I've done without question for
Yep.
over 100 years. He's the closest thing I've had to our brother, and we all owe him our lives.
I want to just talk to you guys. Is that cool?
Anyone who contribute to Raven Rock will be greatly
I'm
appreciated.
sorry, my love.
And
It's
rewarded
this
appropriately.
island. It's never felt the same since we left.
All right, I'm just going to ask
Vardenfell.
Adriel.
Your
Yep.
visit here would be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws.
All right, so-
Otherwise, you'll answer to the Redoran Guard.
So much dialogue. No new dialogue options with him.
Come
Let's
let
talk to
the States
Laeral.
of Raven. On behalf of House Redoran and as Counselor of Raven Rock, I bid you welcome.
What is House Redoran?
You've never heard of House Redoran?
I'm an
We're the
outsider.
mightiest of the
Outlander.
great houses, and we lead the Council, the ruling body of Morrowind.
Council, you mean
How
there's
much
no
longer
Jarl?
do you intend to
This isn't
serve as his
Skyrim,
shield?
Outlander.
Outlander.
A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia.
Oh
They
my god.
embody a council made up of 5 great houses.
The dialogue in the background. I'm ignoring it.
Dres, Endoral, Sadras, and Redoran.
Okay? 5 great houses.
I'm sorry, my love.
Did you know that he's like a brother to him and that he's kept him alive for over 100 years? I can't turn my back on him now. You said Redoran leads the council.
Well, of course. With 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized.
The rabble, huh?
Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and
And
ancestral
humility. Oh wait, shit. Sounds
Yes.
complicated.
I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself
Okay.
to any of the historical
Great.
volumes in my library.
Sure, sure. Do you rule all of Solstheim?
Solstheim is theoretically under my rule, but without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Raven Rock itself. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway.
Okay. Meaning island is Solstheim, Raven Rock is city. This is obviously probably obvious to people who have played this before, but I just pieced that together for me. Okay, Raven Rock is the only settlement?
Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in
Ooh,
Skyrim.
interesting.
They pretty much keep to themselves, and we
How
both
much
like it
longer
that
do you
way.
intend to serve
Interesting.
as his
Then
shield?
there's Tel Mithrin to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a strange lot. But since we're both from Morrowind, we get along. Other
Did
than
you know that he's the closest thing I have to a
Solstheim's
brother?
crawling with bandits and reeklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this.
I'm sorry,
Reeklings,
my
huh?
love. It's this
What happened to
island.
the mine?
It's never felt the same
It
since we
used to
left
be one of the
Vardenfell.
richest ebony mines in Morrowind,
Part of me is
but it dried
missing.
out years ago.
Okay.
Now, we're barely holding out here. Without the mine, Raven Rock doesn't feel like it can last much
All right,
longer.
so we have a settlement on the frontier, heightened stakes, without much of a method for staying afloat. Heightened stakes. Okay. Do you know someone called Marak?
Do I? What a strange thing.
So is this
It
some kind of
sounds so
Daedra thing?
familiar.
Everybody's saying it sounds
And
familiar.
yet I
It's like a
cannot place
dream.
the name.
Temple. This is definitely like a god thing here. Can you tell me anything about him?
I'm not even sure.
Temples.
I can picture a
Dream.
temple here on Solstheim. Must have been a bad dream.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for
My
nothing.
doors are open if you wish to discuss.
Did you guys know that he's kept him alive for almost 100 years? Turning my back on him now, he's like a brother to me. All right. Did you know that they're reforming the Dawn Guard? Okay. Cool. By the way, so far, very into this. This is cool. There's we're getting a good setup for a whole ass DLC story, place, location, thingy, bobber, East Empire, Company Strongbox. Do you have anything I can forge? What's in there? What is it? I want to know. What is that? That looks like maybe dragon armor. It's probably not bone mold, is it? Or is it? Okay, we're going to try something here in a second. Death brand. Just says it's a pirate's tail. Okay. 5 far stars. Okay, okay. History of Raven Rock. And nice little loot, too. What is this? Counselor Morvain. Below are the results of the survey you requested. Bulwark needs extensive repair. Ash is beginning to seep through the cracks inside the barracks and weakening the structure. Repairs to the docks have been completed. We can now accommodate 2 ships at once if need be. We've lost a total of 26 Redaran Guard in the last 2 years. Seen 10 replacements in the last 5. There's been no improvement in the condition of the water around the island. While there are fish still present, they are nowhere near enough to sustain us as a fishing town. As you can see, we're in desperate need of relief. Sorry to be the bearer of such bad news, but I'm only doing as you requested. This is a dumb question. Adriel is the second counselor, right? Yeah, he's the second counselor. Okay. Married to Sidrini. Laeral is the... Adriel and Laeral. This is the response of House Redaran. So this is going to lead... This, I know, this is like, basically, we're really stranded out here because they're not going to... They're not going to send them supplies and funds. Yeah. I can't send you... I can't approve the request for supplies and funds. This is nothing personal, Laeral. Your island is one of 74 outlying settlements of Morrowind at this time. House Redaran must rank these outposts in terms of economic and strategic importance. We've limited coin in our coffers to send to settlements, so we have to decide which ones take precedence. You're low on the list. I'm doing everything I can for you. All I ask is that you hang on a little bit longer. Draelus. Fuck you too, Draelus. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Quick save. And then I'm getting in here. I want to find out what the fuck this... I may just reload till before I accidentally tried to steal it, but I want to know what this armor is. Oh my god, this is a very expert level fucking lock. God damn it. I can't at all. Am I just... Okay. I was so fucking close there. There it is. It's chitin armor. Shit. Okay, well. I'm actually not interested in that, so I'm gonna load back to where I was before. Alright, cool. Now I know, though. Now I know what chitin armor looks like. I don't know if I've seen some before, but that's what it looks like. All right, sweet. Cool. So we're getting the vibe of the... I'm glad we stopped in here to Morvain Manor. Now we're going to continue on to the temple. We're getting the vibe of the place, the story.
Have you witnessed...
What's going on?
Headed east?
What was that?
Give Tamriel a wide berth. I don't like the looks of that place one bit.
Tamriel. Fort Frostmouth. Frostmoth. The temple. I'm getting major Far Harbor DLC vibes from Fallout 4.
Or is it me?
He's never been the same since my mother died.
What's happening over here?
I don't think he ever wants me to feel the pain he suffers.
At some point, you're going to have to choose. No matter the outcome, I'll always respect your decision.
Veleth and Drayla. Drayla, what's going on?
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place.
You ever walk past a person in public that you know and you're just like, hey. And they're like, miserable. Just fucking miserable. What do you mean? You don't like it here on Solstheim?
Don't like it. I hate it.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
Every day it's the same thing. We open the shop, we hardly sell a thing. We close the shop and go to sleep. What kind of a life is that?
Why not return?
Oh, believe me, I'd be on the first ship off this miserable island if I could. But I'm not sure I could do that to my father. I think it would break his heart.
What's your father's
We've
name?
already lost my mother. I don't want to leave him alone.
How'd your mother die?
We lived in a settlement, perhaps a league from the border of Black Marsh, the homeland of the Argonians. Even though the Argonian invasion ended a long time ago, there were still a few scale-skinned clans that live within our borders.
Scale-skinned clans.
To put it simply, they attacked our settlement and slaughtered almost everyone.
Okay.
It was horrible.
Tell you what, I'll make sure we have a permanent foot patrol over there. It's the least I can do for you.
Always happening. That's cool. I'm picking up on some information at once. All at once. Okay, do you know someone called Marak?
I think so, but I'm not sure where I heard the name.
Weird. You and everybody else. Is there anything you can tell me?
I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking about a temple.
Maybe it was
here
a
on the
dream?
island.
A bad one?
Maybe it was just a bad dream.
Cool.
Keep yourself safe. Solstheim's still a dangerous place.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so here's the deal. Lots of stuff to do here. I think I'm just gonna go to the shrine first. That looks like it might be the mine. What do you think? Quick save along the way. We got a dock here. That's cool. Birds overhead. Yeah, all right. Well, there we go. That's never not going to be funny to me. All right. What do we got going on over here? Who are you? Bralsa Drell.
Here in his shrine, that they have forgotten. Here do we toil, that we might remember. By night we reclaim what by day was stolen, far from ourselves. He grows ever near to us. Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him do we see. Our hands once were idle. Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, and when the world shall see, and when the world remembers, that world will cease to be. Here in his shrine.
Oh, buddy, I had a weird feeling in my stomach now. Also, I found the mountain. I found the volcano.
Where do we toil?
Straight up spewing ash. I found it. Also, this is apparently the Earthstone. Shit is getting real here.
That we might remember.
That is the creepiest. That is a very successfully creepy piece of dialogue. Here do we toil, that we might remember.
By night we
What are those?
reclaim.
What are those floaty things over there? What are they? Oh, God. I'm getting weirded out, man. I'm getting real weirded out. What are you doing with these stones?
What by day was stolen.
Far from ourselves, he grows ever near to us.
Is this the same line?
Our eyes once were blinded.
Yep. It is.
Our hands once were idle.
Yep.
Now through them does he speak.
You there.
When the
You
world
don't seem
shall
to be
see.
in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting.
When the world shall see.
May I ask
Yeah.
what it is you're doing here?
Are they in a
And when
trance?
the world remembers.
They seem to be like lacking free will. I'm looking for someone named Marak.
Mirak. It sounds
Mirak,
familiar,
Mirak.
and yet I can't quite
That
place.
world.
Oh, wait, I recall.
cease
But that makes very little sense.
Here in his
Mirak's been
shrine.
dead for thousands of years.
What's that mean?
I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers.
That's
but
for
there
damn
are
sure.
ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island.
So what's going on here?
If I were you, I'd look there.
Okay, I can't. Have you? What are these people doing?
Building something, clearly. And yet they don't seem to have much to say about it.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish.
Have you tried stopping it?
Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on, and I would be unable to see how this all turns out.
He's like, why would I do that? It's really interesting. Well, I don't know. Are you at all concerned? What can you tell me about Morrowind?
It is the only place where silt striders can be found. Although I managed to transplant a few here when I arrived.
Silt striders. Are those the Minecraft beasts that let you run on lava? Can you tell me about Morrowind?
The ignorant think it is only a place of ash and lava. It has rolling green plains and swamps and verdant hills too. There is the big island of Ardenfell on the coastal mainland. House Telvanni has its properties on Vardenfell. I've never been to the mainland myself.
I have to say, if you've watched this episode 20 minutes in, how cool would this be? Will somebody please leave a comment down below with the first line of the like poem that they're reciting? And we'll see if we can piece together the whole poem in the comments below. One person at a time, person by person. There's no way that won't devolve into chaos, which is just an idea that I love. Anyways, I'm gonna keep asking him about Morrowind, just as more of a like pick up some small piece of information about what's going on.
The homeland of the Dunmer. The lesser races call us Dark Elves.
Sure.
We built great
This is like an
works
advertisement for the game Morrowind, I think.
Vivek and Alduin. Many of them are destroyed now, either by Red Mountain or the Argonian invasion. You are too young to remember the narrative. He defeated Dagorhur and saved us all from the Blight.
The Blight. Potato Blight?
When the city of Vivek was destroyed, it took decades for us to rebuild.
We're just like soaking up via osmosis a lot of information right now.
Red Mountain dominates the island.
Yeah,
Every
I'll
now
say.
and then, ash and debris from an eruption land on our shores.
All right.
Are we done? I thought so.
Our hands once were idle.
Now through them does he speak.
It's so cool that one person will say something and then the next person will say the next line. It's so cool. It's really fucking freaky too. There's got to be something out on those islands, right? Is there nothing on the islands? I kind of want to go to them now.
And when the world shall listen.
Oh man. All right. What happens if I touch the stone?
And when the world shall see.
I should have quit.
That seems inadvisable. Oh well, fascinating. By touching the stone, you appear to have fallen under whatever influence is affecting the others.
My shrine. That you
So you are able to resist the effect by exerting your will. Fascinating. I would not advise touching the stone again. The effects of repeated contact could be... Unless, of course, you'd like to contribute to my investigation. It could be very enlightening to observe you.
That we
This guy's just like a kind of evil scientist.
Holds secrets.
Oh my god.
I mean to uncover.
This guy cracks me up. I wouldn't advise doing it again unless you would like to contribute. All right, I'm gonna quick save and do it again. I can always reload.
That seems inadvisable. Oh well. I wonder how long this effect will last.
Nope.
Perhaps it is permanent, as with
He grows up.
Okay.
Near.
I have to check something now. Active effects. Do I have an Earthstone thing? It's different from the like Warrior Stone kind of thing. Okay. Wait, who are you?
Our eyes once were blinded.
Just
now
one of the people.
Through him do we see.
This is wild and so cool.
All right,
I'm gonna try a couple other dumb things here. I know that I'm like, this is gonna slow out the story, but uh-oh, why can't I swim? Please go up, please go up, please go up. I gotta see if anything's on these islands. Also, I want to see what that fucking floaty thing right there is. I think that's probably a silt strider, if I had to guess. If I had to guess. God, look at Red Mountain. That's so fucking cool. You guys got any good loot up here? I really thought there would be good loot. Alright, let's go see what this thing is. What a cool DLC so far. Man. I would count myself 10 out of 10 interested. Yeah, like 12 out of 10 interested. Impressed so far. We'll see. God, it's so pretty. The water. Oh. Now, what the fuck are you? Oh, I get the heebie-jeebies from them. Oh, God. Oh, it's getting out of the water. I get the very heebie-jeebies. Mucho heebie-jeebies. Oh, it makes a disgusting sound. Quick save. Will it shock me? Oh, God. Oh, that scared me, actually. Okay. Harvested clam, by the way. Why is that green? Why is it green? I have to end this episode here. Why is it green? I get such small pleasure out of doing things out of the wrong order. In the next episode, we're gonna go do this. Because I just am a freak. I don't know. I don't like doing things in the right order. I guess you could call me a maverick. Look at the waves coming in here. Ooh, that's dangerous. God, this is incredible. Thanks so much for watching this episode. I really hope you're enjoying the Dragonborn DLC as much as I am. My God, I am. And I'm so curious about how this all wraps into my individual story. Because it's called the Dragonborn DLC. Which makes me think it has something to do with that very special role that I have. But I don't know exactly what. Anyways, if you enjoyed this, a like and a positive comment down below goes so very far for me. If you want to check on and see how far we got in that poem and see if we got it all done, I'll be very interested to see it. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. More Dragonborn DLC. See ya!